Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carlos Victorino and this is Vic's Vlogs. What I normally do in my videos is I normally just vlog my weekends of the different things that I do. This weekend I decided to do something a little different. And since the tickets for Lost Lands went on sale this week, I decided to make a video to kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect during Lost Lands. I've gone the last 3 years, so I kind of have an understanding of what to expect and then kind of how to measure different options because I've done hotel and camping. So I thought I'd share some of my advice to you guys, whether you're going for the first time or just looking at different pros and cons. And I figured that it would kind of help you out a little bit better. If you do want to get more details, you can either go on the website, I'll link down in the description. You can also comment down below in the video or even reach out to me. I'll have my social medias in the description as well. Without further ado, let's get down to the details. Chances are is that you're not from Ohio, so you're wondering where you're going to stay. Depending on how you see it, there's about 2 to 3 different options. And in the past 3 years, I've done all 3. So I kind of know how different the pros and cons are. If you plan on camping, just know there's either GA camping, either with a car or without. There's also quiet camping. As of recording this video, I believe that RV and easy close-up camping is already sold out. The benefit of camping is you can just walk to the festival back and forth. If you are camping, they do have a marketplace for you to buy like the essentials or just things that you would need. You can also take an Uber into the city to buy other essentials that you might think that you would need during the weekend. You can get a hotel. Last year I stayed at the Renaissance, which is in downtown Columbus, and it was just blocks away from the shuttle, which we'll get to in a little bit. Or you can stay at a hotel in the outskirts between Columbus and Thornville. And if you do stay there, you have the options of food and the nearby Walmart as well. But there is no shuttle and you would have to take an Uber or Lyft. While we're on the topic of transportation, let's weigh out the different options from each. If you are camping, obviously you don't have to worry about transportation because all you gotta do is just walk back and forth. That's the benefit of it. But if you stay downtown, you can either use the shuttle. The shuttle comes in a wave of 15 minutes. And I want to say the drive is about 30 to 40 minutes on the shuttle. And if you've never taken a shuttle, it's a great place to meet new people and make new friends. If you stay on the outskirts, your only option would be to take an Uber, or you can also rent a car. But if you do rent a car, you have to wait for your whole group to be ready. That way you all can drive together. But if you do take an Uber, you have to take an Uber there and take an Uber back for 3 days. 4 if you plan on doing a pre-party. The next thing that I want to talk about are the stages. Lost Lands has 2 stages. So once you get your wristband scanned and you walk into the festival, you're going to walk down the hill, and just past the trees, you're going to see a big open area where the main stage is at. That stage is called the prehistoric stage. If you were to follow the trail on and keep going, it will lead you into Whompy Woods, which is the second stage. The main stage has a big open field that I'm sure most of you have seen, and it has plenty of open space for everyone that is going to have room to dance and rage, flow, walk around, because there will be a lot of walking around. Whompy Woods is a little bit more narrower, and there is some areas where they have rocks and it's kind of hard to balance yourself on. There are some areas where you can stand that you will feel a little more comfortable in to headbang. But for the most part, I've heard a lot of people complain about the rocks. I do miss Cave of Souls, and I'm sure a lot of people remember that stage. And I know a lot of people mention it to bring it back because I do kind of miss it. It made the music a little bit louder and the energy in there just felt better. That is kind of the good thing of this festival. It is still growing and adapting. Towards the end of the night, as the festival is kind of dying down, the sound camps start opening up. And those are a little bit smaller stages spread throughout the festival that you will have to try to find. Last year, I couldn't find all of them. They are a little smaller and a lot quieter since they're later in the night. So if you feel like you want to keep going, you can always go to the sound camps and you can go and vibe out to some of the up and coming other DJs. Some of the things that you can do, but you don't really have to, I just highly recommend them personally. Check out the merch. Check out the vendors. One thing that I do every year is I buy a jersey. of each year. I try to go for a different color. Excision and Lost Lands merch will be at the entrance of the festival. But if you keep going down the trail, like I said, there's going to be a whole bunch of vendors in that area. You can buy either pashminas or merch from other DJs that are playing at Lost Lands as well. Definitely try out the food. The food there is always good. It gives you energy as well. 3 days of non-stop bass will wear you out. It's okay to take breaks. If you're one of those people that doesn't want to take breaks, that's fine too. My first year, I remember I went way too hard. I wore myself out by the end of the night. And my second day was a little off. So definitely take breaks if you want. But like I said, I highly recommend it. It is 2 stages, so it will be easy to just stay in one spot. But I recommend to move around, walk around a bit, check out different spots. I know a lot of people go to the front right, so that area is always going to be full. If you go to the left side of the stage, that place is always open. So check out different areas. Stand in the back sometimes. I recommend getting a locker as well. Every locker comes with a charger to charge your phone or anyone else's phone in your group. You can always bring like sweaters and leave them in the locker until you need them later that night. I know personally I will get a locker. Before you do call it a night, stop and really think about it. But I mean really think about it. I know last year I called it a night early, and by the time I got to the hotel, my energy came back and I regretted leaving the festival. Feeling regret definitely outweighs feeling tired because you will get the energy back. So really think before you leave the festival for the night. One thing I really highly recommend is going to the pre-party. The pre-parties are always wild. You never know who's really DJing. If you get your camera and zoom into the stage, you'll see a whole bunch of people up there just going back and forth. When they say back to back to back to back to back, they really mean that. Anyone can really just jump on stage and DJ for a bit and switch out with a different DJ. I highly recommend going to the pre-parties. They get wild. Some things you can expect at Lost Lands. It is a dinosaur-themed festival, so you will see different types of dinosaurs. Also, before I forget, the Brontosaurus, which is the big long-necked dinosaur, they use that as a meetup spot. So you're going to see that place crowded a lot. So if you want to meet up someone, use that as a source because it's the tallest dinosaur, easy to find. So just meet them under there. There will be a lot of walking around, so wear comfortable shoes. There's bound to be some time conflicts, so just get ready to walk back and forth. The first 2 years, you had to go all the way around to go to the other stage. But last year, they opened it up that we can just do a straight shot. So hopefully they bring that back and make it easier to walk back and forth. Nothing will beat year 1 because the vibes were amazing. This is why I keep going back every year, because the vibes and the people there are just so friendly, so amazing. You're gonna meet a lot of new people. It's gonna be fun. That's why I keep saying to walk around, meet new people. Try your best to say excuse me. I know sometimes it gets loud and you can't really hear people, but do your best to move through the crowd as well. People will get out of the way if you say excuse me. I know a lot of people wonder about how the security is, but you don't really know until you're there. Because I remember last year, for the first day, they just let everybody walk in for the first 5 minutes. They didn't really pat anybody down. The strictest that I personally have ever experienced is them telling me I can't bring one thing in, and I just told them I would put them in my locker, and they said it's all right. But we really can't know how security is until the day of. Same thing with the weather. You really don't know until the week of. All I know is plan for both hot and cold, because at night it does get cold, and during the days it will be a little warmer. Plan for rain as well. We did have a rainstorm on the last night that hit us, so just really plan for anything. Check the weather the week of, that way you have a better idea of what to expect. But yeah, that's my video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below any questions you guys might have. I will be making more videos regarding Lost Lands as time rolls on. We still have plenty of time to start preparing for it, so just get ready. If it's your first time, get ready for some fun. If you're returning, you guys know what's about to happen. As a disclaimer, I do want to say Since this festival is still growing, some things that I've said in this video might not be applicable to this year, because I know Excision wants to make this festival as best as he can, so he'll do any changes he feels like doing to make it a better festival. Every year that I've gone, it's gone a huge amount of better than the last year. I can't wait to see what he does for year 4. If you guys want, go ahead and follow me on any of my social medias. I'll also appreciate you if you guys subscribe. I do put out content every weekend. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time.